going on? What's going on, y'all? You know who it is. You know what it is. It's your boy Big June. I'm back with it. Here with another episode of Big June Sports Talk, man. Where sports discussion becomes sports debates and so on and so on, man. Where we discuss the good, the bad, and the ugly. Everything and anything in the sports world I touch on this platform, man. Gotta say it again. The mantra of this platform, we discuss the good, the bad, and the ugly. Everything and anything in the sports world I touch on this platform, man. I promise y'all Dwayne Haskins episode. So, I gotta get into it. And just looking at just researching and seeing his accomplishments in Ohio State and being selected in the first round by the Washington Redskins / Commanders. It's all of his accomplishments in his brief career, right? It's kind of sad knowing what transpired in this young man's life, right? And I'm going to get into that. But like I mentioned, some of his accomplishments in Ohio State for the couple of years that he was over there for the Buckeyes, and leaving Ohio State, heading into the NFL with a whole untapped potential that, it truly is sad when you look at the state of affairs that happened with this young man, right? Matter of fact, I'm not even going to waste no time. Let's get into it. Dwayne Haskins, born May 3rd, 1997, and died April 9th, 2022. Suited up and was the starting quarterback for Ohio State from 2016 through 2018. Drafted in the first round, like I just mentioned, by the Washington / Redskins Commanders. Now, let's just stop it right there for a second. Let's slow it down for a second, right? Before I give you some of his accomplishments in college, right? One thing that a lot of people were looking forward to as far as Dwayne Haskins and the next step in his career and his progression as a quarterback, right? The journey is where he landed at after the failed attempt with the Washington Commanders, right? Pittsburgh Steelers, strong, tight-knit organization. Mike Tomlin, a lot of people said that was the right man for the job as far as the mentorship, to guide him, to show him how it is to be a quarterback, the right organization, right? So it felt like everything was heading to his trajectory, was heading in the right direction. It's, it is sad when you look at what happened, right? So let me give you some of the college awards. The Sammy Buck 2018. Kellen Moore Award 2018. Chicago Tribune Silver Football Award winner 2018. The Graham George Offensive Player of the Year Award 2018. The Greasy / Drew Brees Award for Quarterback of the Year Award 2018. First Team All Big Ten 2018. So you see all the potential leading into the NFL. And just realizing he could have been the next great quarterback in the NFL. The Lamar Jackson, the Michael Vick, the stereotype for some of these quarterbacks, the running quarterbacks with a strong arm. He fit that bill. It was a mixture of both, right? Like Jalen Hurts. But for some reason, was it mentally, maturity, arrogance, ignorance? For whatever reason it was, he couldn't get it together with the Washington Commanders, right? And he was released in less than 2 seasons. So now, let's slow that down. In less than 2 seasons, as the starting quarterback, or just within the organization, the Washington Commanders, being released. Quick numbers as far as this NFL, right? 12 career touchdowns, 14 career interceptions, a completion percentage of 60.1, and a passer rating of 74.4. So obviously there was always room for improvement. And that goes for any athlete as you try to master your craft, right? So now, that got to be the question, right? What was the level of maturity as far as him being in the locker room? Because, they look at the quarterback as being the leader. And he has to be the leader in the locker room, in the huddle. 53 men. Was it the work ethic? Was it immaturity? Sometimes they give you a couple of tapes to study as far as going over the schemes and some of the plays, right? And you have to call and make those adjustments. So knowing that maybe he wasn't doing that, maybe he was another Jamarcus Russell, or was it that he rubbed people the wrong way and showed that he wasn't a leader? Because some of the stuff that you get away with at the NCAA level, at the collegiate level, you can't get away with that at the NFL level. So, was that one of the problems in Washington as far as everything that transpired with this young man, leading to him being released in less than 2 seasons after being drafted in the first round with the 15th pick? I mean, I gave you some of his accomplishments in college in Ohio State, right? Numerous awards, first team, all Big Ten. So the sky truly was the limit for this young man heading into the NFL. Now, I mentioned landing with the Steelers under Mike Tomlin, strong locker room presence, right? So when you look at how he died, where he died, the questions just start swirling, right? Was any around? Was he with anyone? Did someone abandon him? What about the phone calls? One to his wife, the 911 call? I mean, I did an episode on Michael Jordan's father, right? James Jordan, Roadkill, and you can check that out on the platform. And he pulled over on the side of the road. Whether if he was drunk, tired, high, who knows? Across from the hotel where he was robbed and killed. So, a lot of questions surrounding his death. What was Dwayne Haskins walking on the side of the highway? Was he looking for gas? Was he trying to get help? Was he just high and needed fresh air and out of his mind? Like, could you imagine the last thoughts going through this young man's mind before his death? A tragic death. You see, one thing in life the only thing in life that's guaranteed is death. And the fate we meet, sometimes it truly is tragic. And this one, just think about it. A young man, early mornings, could have been intoxicated, drunk out his mind, walking on the side of the highway. For anyone who lives in the state of Florida, you know these highways. It's a lot of fast and furious going on. No pun intended. So again, let me pose that question. Could you imagine what was going through this young man's mind as he walked the highway? He was in contact with his wife. I mean, look at it from the football standpoint. Look at it just from an individual. A young man, someone's son, a husband. It truly is sad. Now, from the football perspective, everyone deserves a second opportunity in life, in your profession, in the game. And he was getting that with the Pittsburgh Steelers. So again, when you look at everything, being drafted in the first round, yes, it is an honor and a privilege. But if you don't land in the right situation, the right foundation, the right people to lead you in the right direction, it is a lost case, a lost cause, right? But for Dwayne Haskins, before he met his fate, landed with the Steelers, Mike Tomlin, just a strong presence in that locker room, could only benefit this young man moving forward, right? And once given the opportunity to seize it, I know they had Kenny Pickett, but maybe he could open the eyes of other organizations, right? And someone would take a chance on him because he was still young and still had a lot of potential. Like I say all the time, we discuss the good, the bad, and the ugly. Everything and anything in the sports world I touch on this platform. And a lot of tragedy in the sports world. No one is immune to pain. So, right now, condolences to his family, his wife, his mother, his father, the Pittsburgh Steelers organization, the Washington Commanders organization, all his college teammates out there in Ohio State. Because it truly is sad. A young man losing his life the way he did. And just knowing that no one will really know what happened as far as what led this young man to leave his car and to walk on the side of the highway, on the road. Of all highways, a Florida one. And again, your boy Big June drives. He lives in the state of Florida. And some of these highways, like I said, man, fast and furious. So, it is crazy. It is. It truly is sad, man. But like I say all the time, man, you got to stay on sharp, stay on point, stay safe, stay alert. Whether you're getting high, you had a nice time. You know, last question I would like to pose as far as Dwayne Haskins. If there was someone in the car with him, male or female, would they ever step up and say what truly happened? What led to the events before him getting out the car and being struck? I mean, it would only be right for his family, his wife, right? To know exactly what happened to their loved one. I mean, it is what it is, man. Before I go, all my family and friends out there in New York, stay safe, stay sharp, stay blessed, stay alert, stay on point. All my family and friends in the pen, I know some of y'all about to get out. I know some of y'all just start doing the bid. It is what it is, though. There's always love on this side, man. I'm out of here. One.